Thank you guys for joining. So I'm excited to do the profile reviews of Fiverr. And if you've been a seller on Fiverr, you've been struggling, I'm happy to, of course, spend some time and review the profiles. I wanted to also review Fiverr profiles from the last time, and I'm actually gonna go and give you some insights and some tips, as well as talk about any sort of questions you have about the Fiverr and just talk about things. Today, I actually had an interview with one of the sellers, and if you guys are joining, just feel free to leave a comment where you're joining from. But I want to do the profile reviews and give you some tips as well, give you some strategies, and just go over and recommend you some tips as well, what you can improve, what you can change in your Fiverr profiles. So we're gonna go back in the list that we had before, and that way, if you're joining, for example, on the replay, you can actually watch those tips as well. If you're joining guys live, please let me know where you're joining. If you have any questions, happy to bring you up and to talk about your issues with Fiverr. Maybe I had a really nice interview today with a Philip. He's a Fiverr seller. He is doing past 10K per month on Fiverr. It's been very cool interview. We've been doing this actually in this room just earlier today, and the interview is going to be tomorrow. Very interesting story, and of course, Hamza, thanks for joining. So I'm going to review some profiles. There are some, of course, changes. Fiverr is always making changes, right? And we talked today about the personal assistant, all of these other things that Fiverr is doing as well. So if you guys haven't signed up for the waiting list, I highly suggest you, because this is something that we are launching extremely soon. And I believe it's going to be very helpful. And you'll see me probably speaking more about this, but we are really want to build things that can work out for you as a seller. And this is one of them. This is something that if you haven't signed up yet, just click on the link, put your email, and you will be actually the first. Because for the people who are signing up first, I will be also doing some special things, jumping on calls, learning more about your Fiverr journey. So I'll really appreciate, guys, if you just dedicate time and put your email on the waiting list, because I believe this can be something really interesting. But we have thanks, guys. Mohammed, thank you for joining as well. So I'm going to review some profiles, and I'm going to actually do it from the last time where I haven't completed it, and it will be, even though if I don't get to you, I think it will be still very helpful, and you guys can learn from each other, and implement the things for you as well. So let me share my screen so you actually are seeing right now the analytics page. Honestly, I would say Fiverr is unpredictable, and sometimes can be slow, sometimes can be performing well. I met with Philip today, and we've just been going over about like how you can get like $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 projects, but it all depends on my service. That's why, like, when you look at my analytics, you're like, okay, like you're doing well, congrats. I mean, I'm not showing it to be cool, but I'm just showing the different types of services that can happen. So for example, I'm offering lower ticket services, like let's say compare to like $2,000, $1,000, but still you have to, I believe, if you want to be successful right now on Fiverr, you cannot price yourself lower, like lower than 50. Like if you're just starting out, your starting price should be $50, right? I understand that you guys are doing like maybe thumbnails and other things, but this is still crucial. This is still very important to not underprice yourself, and making sure you are actually going with a proper pricing. So let me show you guys one of the first profiles that we're going to review. Thanks, guys, for joining. Again, thanks. If you have any questions, Sanjay, you're asking about the gold award. I did receive it last year. I have made some posts about it as well. Thanks for joining. If you guys have any questions, I want to hear your challenges about Fiverr. I want to hear what is the most annoying thing on Fiverr, because we spent some time today with Philip and talked about, like all the things that they're doing. Of course, there are a lot of good things, but we want to improve the things that we're not happy about, right? We want to speak about them. We want to make sure these things can be improved. So feel free to share, guys, please. It will be very, very nice. And for whoever is joining, you can go and click on the pinned comment, and I will really appreciate, because I'm launching something soon together with Ayman. Actually, we've been working together on this for a while, so it will be really fun for you guys to experience that. I believe it's going to really help you, the Fiverr journey. It's going to help you with getting more sales, actually organizing your sales, because the biggest thing, like what I learned, is that you need to have a good CRM system. Like if you are a new seller, if you are existing seller, you guys should keep track of your buyers, of your leads. Like this is one of the most important things. Demi, thanks for joining as well. Caleb, how can I convince a client when it comes to brief? We talked about that as well with Philip. If you guys joining now, I had an interview with Fiverr seller. It's coming next week with Philip. He has his studio on Fiverr. He's an agency on Fiverr, top rate seller, pro seller. We talked about briefs, and this is not something that it can drive the main traffic for you. Like Fiverr briefs, it's not something that you can rely 100% of your revenue, because the whole concept about Fiverr is that the buyers are coming to you, right? It's not that you have to hunt, you have to reach to them all the time. So that's the whole concept about that. So briefs, they can work, but it can be like as an additional, for example, source. That's how I would say it, because it's very hard to rely just on that. So just try to experiment. I mean, I have it turned off. I'm not using briefs at all. So that's something that, for example, is just me, but some people are actually getting results from the briefs. So I want to review, I will guys show you the profile we reviewed. And by the way, so if you, I might not have time to, if you will put your profiles now, I might not have time, but I will do my best to still review. But please guys, feel free to bring the questions up. And so if you are wondering where am I when I'm reviewing the profile, so basically I made a post on my YouTube. This is the post. So if you go to my channel, you will see my post with Alyosha, who is been working with me for a while, helping me with conversations, with inbox. And if you just scroll, like we used to do these reviews, so if you are, this is basically the list I'm going at, but I wanted to make something special for you guys. So if you are, will consider signing up for the pre-launch that we are doing with the CRM system, the system for Fiverr, and helping you like track the leads, answer messages. I'm going to be speaking more about that, showing you the demo. But if you're signing up now, you will actually get a chance to jump on a call with me and be part of like a closer community of Fiverr sellers as well. This is something is exciting. It's not a course. It's not a coaching. Like, it's not, well, I mean, I would say a little bit part of coaching, but it's not the main part of it. But it's not a course. It's not like any sort of checklists, PDFs, or any of that, stuff. I didn't want to call it the bad word, but it's not that. But it's something that is been exciting, and this is probably one of the first times I'm actually speaking, publicly about something that can help you. So yeah, I think first of all, there's what I'm showing you. I'm using this. It's been really been very, very helpful, and I'm going to be publishing on YouTube this video about the the CRM system and how things are done. But I'm just going to give you like a brief look so you can see some information you won't be able to see because of the buyers. But like by organizing, so you can see this is like our sales system. This is like how I'm tracking the sales, how we are actually being able to add like at least $10,000 in the monthly recurring revenue, just by having a proper system. Of course, you can use like Trello, you can use Asana, you can use Notion. But the thing is, when I was thinking like, okay, there should be something that is more for Fiverr, and all of these things like Trello, they're still good, but they're just like, too generic. Like, I mean, they're targeting people from all the industries and using, but this is something that is completely different. So the few things I can show you, the first thing, as you can see, it does look like a little bit like Trello. So you can actually add your category, which is a column, right? You can, like, have these things here. You can move the cards, like you have all these things. And then, of course, if you click on this here, you will be redirected directly to the inbox with the Fiverr conversation. And then here, there are a few things that we're making things easier, and that's how I'm tracking. You can see labels. For example, I can go here and I can go into offer sent, right? And now you guys will see, I'm able to see all of these offers that I send to my clients. So imagine if I just do like a one gentle follow-up, right? And how different results will be. So we'll have some questions here. So I've been leveraging Fiverr for a long time. So I see your question, Demi, I'll get it to now. I've been leveraging Fiverr for a very long time. Can you kindly share a free promotional strategy to get my first order? So I will suggest to check out, well, of course, the interviews with other Fiverr sellers that I have on the channel, because that's the thing, first thing I'm asking. I'm asking, how did you get a first order? How long it took you, So I would suggest to check out those interviews, because the thing is with that, it might take you a month, it might take you 2 months, it might take you 3 months, but you have to, like, optimize your profile well enough first. So as a new seller, apart from staying actively online every day, completely setting up the profile, what other daily activities do I need to do to secure my first project? So, honestly, a lot of patience at first, right? And just getting that first order, that's some of the most important things that I will suggest, because you have to be patient, but also you have to use the opportunities that you have. If you can use briefs, try to use briefs. If you can try to reach out to people outside of Fiverr and bring them to Fiverr, try to do that. At the beginning, it's going to be painful. It's going to be not nice. It's not going to be fun. So you have to go through this period of time. But then things are going to get much, much better. So Demi is asked if it's extension that is linked to Fiverr, is it safe for your account? So guys, the thing is that when I, starting to come up with this idea, I mean, the first question is, of course, the safety, right? And is it safe? Is it, is it allowed? Is it safe? Is it going to harm? So first thing is not tracking anything in terms of your Fiverr account. So there is no any access, there is no nothing. It's basically, is the same if you will, for example, if we're talking about the CRM system, it will be the same if you're just like copying stuff from your, Fiverr profile, or like the buyer username, and putting it in the Trello system. Here, we're just making these things kind of like, done without clicking copy and then paste, right? So it's integrated, but it doesn't touch your account like at all. So we don't have any access to your account. So you're just basically trying to do that copy paste, but without doing copy paste. So it's integrated within the Fiverr, I mean, it's a Chrome extension, right? So if you've been using Chrome extensions before, if you have Chrome extensions for like a GPT, Chat GPT, maybe you've been using some things to help you with the replies. So it's something, similar. But again, I've been using it for more than a year, and of course, there are certain things that you can do which can be a gray area, but of course, the goal here is to stay away from any of that. So again, this is just a very helpful system to track your leads, to track your the people that you need to follow up, that if you have a team, it's like, for example, Alyosha, he is working daily on this system, and we're able to get more clients. So again, I wouldn't recommend you anything that I would not personally use. So that's why I think it has a lot of potential, and there are a lot of things that can be built, and a lot of things that will be built as well. So let's go to the next one. I'll just go here and go closer here. Do you see a normal designer can do more than $2,000 per month? Is it 2,000 or 20,000? So $2,000, you can do it for sure, but it's all depends on your in many factors, I would say, because you have to communicate with clients, you have to like close the leads, you have to, $2,000 you can probably handle things yourself, but you'll be very, very busy if you're not like fast enough, if you're not, if you're you know tough handling stress. It's because it's going to get busy, like weekends are going to be busy, everything is going to be busy. So I don't know, maybe I would suggest to get like 9 to 5 job, and just finish things at 5 o'clock, go enjoy, chill. I mean, right now I'm recording this live, and it's midnight, on the weekend. So I don't know if you're ready for that. That's You can do that, and you can do probably a lot more, right? But you have to be like, we talk about mindset, we talk about all these things, but these things are important. Like, are you ready to give up all of these things that you can have the comfort, and do that, the hustle? Are you ready to give? Because, for example, today I talked to Philip, a Fiverr seller, and he, it took him many, many months, like maybe a year, 2 years. So are you ready to do this thing like for 1 year, 2 year, maybe not making 2,000, maybe making like $500, right? But then, of course, after 2 years you can maybe reach 2,000 or even more. So that's why it all depends on you. It's possible, but you have to give up a lot of things, like, your friends, your time. So it's going to be rough, it's going to be stressful, it's not for everyone. Freelancing is not for everyone, but it can be if you're ready for it. So, okay, we have what CRM platform is this? So, guys, if you're joining now, you can click the link in the pin comment, or you can just go into. Actually, I made the last. If you're watching this from X, from Twitter, you can see my last tweet, and you will see the link there. But once again, well, I've been building it together with Ayman, who is my partner as well, and I've been his student, because I studied in the US, and we decided to came up with this idea. Well, it's been obviously a while. I finished university, but still, it's been this idea to come up with something that can actually, first of all, something that can help me in a way of just getting things done quicker, just getting things done better. So that was the initial idea, and then essentially, of course, if there is a proof of concept, then it can be done so we had someone also spamming. Guys, please, if you're here, please don't spam. I will just ban you from the chat, because we don't want to just have the spamming here. So we had Jack, so I had to kick him out. Yeah, so please, guys, just respect. I want to also go over and review some profiles on Fiverr, give you some tips, but yeah, I hope we can keep the chat more respectful. Yeah, so if you go and click on the pin comment, so you can actually go into app.freelancehustle.ai, sign up. You'll be the first to know when it's launching. We will launch in stages. You'll have a chance to get on the call with me as well. Like, there will be a lot of cool things. Like, I want to actually learn about your journey. I want to learn how you are using Fiverr. I want to learn the things that you are doing on Fiverr, and potentially things that can be helped with you as well. So yeah, Demi, good question. Waiting from January. It's been a while, I agree, but we will. I would say it will be most likely the first batch of users will start joining from next week already. So if you're signing up now, there is a very high chance you'll be one of the first. There will have a lot of people, like hundreds of people already join the waiting list. But if you're signing up from the live, because I really appreciate you guys like taking your time to join the live and just be here, listen, watch. You will be one of the first to actually join to actually join the wait links. So yeah, let me go back here and continue with answering your questions. So I'm a new seller, have published a gig but no impressions, decreasing day by day, but the past performance was good. So I would say, so first of all, you have to like, I have this free course that you guys can use. And actually, if you go into, I'll show here. Sorry, let me just do this one really quickly. So if you go to the freelancehustle.com, you will be able to see some of the interviews that I have, and also you will be able to click here my Fiverr course. Um, and you'll be able to actually check this out course. I will be doing something new as well for you guys if you are signing up for the platform that we're launching next week for the first batch. You'll actually get also something good, something better. So that is going to be available for you as well. So yeah. Okay. So let me review some profiles because that's what I'm here as well for. I want to give you guys some tips as well, and I'm going to review the profiles that I stopped from last time. So like this, we can just if even if I don't get to your profile, or if I don't cover your profile, you guys can still benefit because there are a lot of things that I'm going to be repeating, and you guys can implement this as well. Okay. So yeah, let's see. So we have, yeah, someone is of course spamming and coming again and again to the stream, which is fine. I mean, we can handle that as well. But let me, guys, I see your questions as well. So let me just bring some more questions before we go. If I'm only using templates for explainer video, can I charge from $100 to $1,000 per video? You have to analyze your competition. I mean, that's the most important thing. You have to actually look at other sellers because I spoke recently, actually last week, with seller who is going to be most likely on the channel very soon, and I honestly I don't this person I was super impressed with his. I think it's like, I don't know, it's basically extremely rare to have someone like that with that such a background to come on Fiverr and to actually to start selling Fiverr. So it's going to be very, very impressive. But I would say you have to do a lot of research first before you will actually price your services and look at what other people are doing as well on Fiverr. So it takes a lot of time to research. I cannot tell you if you're going to get. It's possible. I mean, you see that buyers can come and just pay thousands of dollars for your projects. Started hiring people to help my projects from Philippines. Did you have experience working with them? Yes, I have. Nina is still working with me. She's from the Philippines. It's been like 7, 8 years. She was one of my first hires from the Philippines. I can only say good things, but I would say you need to go and visit that person, like in person. If you're gonna work remotely with a person overseas, Philippines, I would say like especially Philippines because I had you know experience with the Philippines a lot. And people in the Philippines, I feel like once you actually go and meet them in person, they will, look at this at your job at you differently. They will really think that this is like a real deal. So that's why I highly encourage you to like, okay, you can build relationship, you can start working remotely and stuff, giving tasks and see how the person performs. And if he or she performs well, you should go and make that trip if you can, of course, if you can at some point, because people in the Philippines, I think they're one of the most competitive in terms because their things are rough. It can be rough, and they're very competitive, and they're also trustworthy people. Of course, you always have people that maybe don't have a good experience, but that's it's just Philippines. It can be anywhere in any country, right? So, but yes, it can be good. It can be good, but you have to work through building trust with them. So it's very important to do that. So, okay, so let's go to the, I have another question here. So let me double check. Uh, so, Javisil, can you show me how you're using Slack for Fiverr clients? Franklin, it's a great question. I'm not using it for clients, but I've seen that Fiverr is becoming less strict with that. So if you have an active order, you can actually move your communication to the Slack. But again, I don't want you guys start doing that because you heard it from me. I will suggest to check it with the support because honestly, this has been quite new. Although some sellers are doing that, I'm not exactly sure if it's like all sellers are able to do that, or maybe if it's top rate sellers or pro sellers. For me personally, I would not like to bring them on Slack or anywhere outside of Fiverr, because it's just I have so many orders right now active, and I don't want the message like, outside anywhere like Slack, WhatsApp, other place. I will rather keep it on Fiverr. I have someone who can help me with the messages too, and that way we can actually provide much better communication and much better service as well. But this is a good question, so thanks for asking. When you work in this project, only Fire Cell or this program can be used for other directions as well, or target audience only for Fire Cell. So obviously, it has a lot of potential. Like it can be used. That's why I want to hear. So if you guys joining and you're like wondering what I'm talking about, I'm talking about the CRM system and also things design that I'm launching for the Fiverr sellers. So let me make a switch here. So this has been this CRM system has been helping me a lot. And if you're just joining now, you guys click comment. If you're watching from X, which is Twitter, you can actually go to the last tweet and you can just go to freelancehustle.ai and you can put yourself on the waiting list. You'll be one of the first to this live stream. We don't have a lot of people, so I'm actually I'm able to push this more in you guys will be one of the first to try to use it, because I believe you need to have a system. Like it starts with CRM and you need to have that system. Right now, let me to answer your question. This is more made for Fiverr, but there are of course opportunities to make it work for other things like the products. Maybe you have clients or any other things that you are basically, if you're an agency, freelancer, marketer, we want to make something that can help you with structuring the system and have some place where you can track your leads. So, okay, so let guys go. And one of the last profiles that stopped, I wanted to give some tips here and also talk about some things that apply to you. The biggest thing here with Fiverr profiles, like, and growing yourself on Fiverr. I talked today with Philip. He's a pro and a great seller. The biggest problem here I see is that when you start to brand yourself as a brand, as a company, as an agency, right now, as you know, how personal brand works. Right, personal brand is probably one of the powerful things that you can have in online space. And when I talk about growing your personal brand, growing your company, personal brand does give you, I believe, more benefits and more opportunities. And that's why when you especially go on Fiverr, because the advantage of going on Fiverr right now, you can actually put your name. You can, if first and last name, I'm seeing people are sending messages on Instagram, like, "Hey, send me a message on Fiverr, blah blah blah." But I'm not most of the time not responding. If I'm responding to that, I'm saying, "Hey, I'll get back to you on Fiverr," right? Because I don't want that to reach out to me everywhere. But they're gonna go and check your LinkedIn most likely. They're gonna go and check your Instagram or any other social media platform, and if you have some credibility, they will go ahead and actually order from you. That's something that is, just makes it that decision more towards order. The other things, like I see you like on 4 years on Fiverr, 2,000 orders completed, 4.8, still very good. All this stuff is great. But the thing is, like, I don't understand why, let's say, if let's say this person has been on Fiverr for a while, why not to have a video about the gigs? Like this is one of the most important things, and this is something that you can just invest in good, in paying someone to, because like you've been on Fiverr for a while, okay, you made that number of sales and stuff. But just investing in a good video, in like good image, I think it's just a must, these days. Like these are just some of the obvious things. And again, right now, like for example, this I actually have seen what some other sellers are offering similar services. Like instead of like providing I'm gonna check out this gig. I'll show you guys in a second. Instead of providing the list, it's good. Like for example, like charging, let's say $80 right now. Like, just it's gonna be very hard to make it work, and make it just just waste. Even though you're coming from countries where like $100 not the same as $100 in the US, it's understandable. But the thing is, it's still like you have to price yourself more. You have to really, look at the top seller, like what pricing they're doing, and instead of providing these leads, be a LinkedIn expert, like be a person who will actually manage LinkedIn account, because you can be charging like 200, $300. Like LinkedIn, like social media services has a lot of potential. This is something that it's going to be still in the coming years. There are sellers who are charging a lot, for managing LinkedIn, for managing other things. This is the most. Okay, so I want to, guys, if you're joining, feel free to ask questions. I'll bring this question to the stream. If you have any like stories about Fiverr, like if you're just some things you, of course, we don't want to say like things about Fiverr, right? Because we all want to get better. But I'm here what things you would say are the most, let's say, annoying maybe, or things that you want to change, because there are things like that. There are things like that for sure. There are a lot of good things, but we want to also try to improve the things that they can improve. So we want to speak about that. So that's also good to know from you. So I had another question here. What's the best way to cancel order without affecting overall success? This is actually one of the good questions, because right now we have the order, the basically you don't have the cancellation rate anymore, so you don't see it, and it's tricky. So what I would suggest you do, like if the order gets canceled, of course your goal literally canceled by your fault, right? But this can be, so even though, for example, the client can say like, "Hey, I don't like what you're doing. Like, this is not what I expected," etc. You can still protect yourself. The way how you can protect yourself is that I'm not saying that you need to like. I mean, it still has to be true. So meaning that if they, let's say, demand my case, some buyers are like they're saying they're not happy with it, but I'm explaining to them, like, you're not happy about this result, but this is what you're requesting is outside of the scope of my. So it's not that it's the service is bad. It's just it's outside of the scope, of when you explain that to the buyer and like let's say cancel, you send this to the support and you say to the support, hey, we had to cancel because what buyer asked, it was outside of the scope of work, right? In that case, they will check it, they will see it, and then they will count it towards the cancellation rate. So I would still be sending the cancellation orders, because it's still not transparent. They're not showing them or to us in the analytics. If you guys remember, if you go to analytics, you used to see them before. Now you don't see them. So yeah, that's quite tricky as well. Yeah, that's tricky. So still, so we have Tarek here. So again, this is you guys show your face. You want to show like one, because right now, especially, Fiverr means that you're still going to work majority with clients from the US. In the US, they like when people are smiling, they like when they're happy, it's amazing, everything is good. So, it's important to be nice, friendly, professional, and that's how you can attract higher ticket clients as well. Good profile. I mean, I like you're putting your name, graphic designer, but guys, like I've been also talking about this. It's important to actually showcase some of the facts. Maybe you have, because you completed probably over 200 projects. So it is important to show that. It's important to say, well, that I have completed that number of projects. I have worked with maybe Fortune 500 companies. Like, don't lie. If it's true, say it. If it's not true, don't say it. Um, for the gigs. So I mean, this is actually, I think he has a really good example of what I wanted to see. Let's see here. Um, oops, we have, sometimes the voice is coming. So guys, sorry if you are not hearing me clearly. I actually might change my microphone, but let me just double check. If you guys can hear me fine, let me know. If you don't hear me fine, uh, yeah, let me know as well. So I can try to change. But I've actually been using the for the first time from the laptop, and I should have used the DJI. Next time I'll do it, or I will try to connect now. So just let me know, guys, if you can hear me well or not well enough, but I will try another another microphone so you guys can hear me better. I hope so. But yeah, so what I was saying, we had again for any of you who are just joining now, we have, great. So just a second, guys. So let's see if it might help you. Okay, so next time, yeah, sometimes these things can happen, but I'm gonna change it to. So let me know if you can maybe hear me better. I don't know. I think you should be. You should hear me better. Yeah, let me know, guys, if you are. Is it better now? Is it not better? So you can just give me in the comments. But one of the things that I wanted as well, like going back to Tarek here. So one of the things is the portfolio is everything, guys. Like you have to really use it as an advantage. Oh, great. So nice, 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 good. So uh, perfect, guys. So sorry, yeah. So always going to be using DJI, and you should invest in a good microphone because like yeah, like having good technology and not only technology but the equipment is important. So one of the things that I recently also found a difference is that when you are actually work on in coming up with those, like you see here animations, and like these things are just making much better a difference on even your buyers. Like your buyers are more willing to order from you because you have a good portfolio, because the first thing, they will go to your profile, they will go to the portfolio, and the portfolio is the most important thing. So you have to, like, as soon as we change something in the portfolio, we can see right away that the clients are ordering more because they like. And when you have your portfolio, like try to actually you know provide as many projects as you can. It's good, like besides what Fiverr, like this is the thing that Fiverr does. They add that automatically. Besides that, you can actually add things yourself, and you see how he did here, which is really well. I think it's this one. You can actually show more things, right? So I mean, thank you. That's something that is maybe is cool as well. But you can actually show multiple projects, here in your portfolio, just in one kind of like project, and having those multiple pictures. So this is also something that is very important. Um, okay, guys, so since you can hear me better, which is good, let me go back to some of your questions. Um, so yes, so you have to test it out, but you have to look at the size and everything, but you can also do like the GIF as well. So there is a lot of possibilities as well for that too. Um, let me see here. New seller last 3 months, gig impressions are increasing, clicks too, but still not get a single order. It takes time. It takes honestly, I would say that the best thing is try to use as well social media at the same time you're starting Fiverr, because sooner or later, yes, you still need to work on your personal brand. So like why not to start this right now, and also making sure that um, you can start posting content on LinkedIn, posting content on X, and you can be attracting more clients. Franklin, how can I protect myself from the impersonators using my name image outside of Fiverr? I received many complaints from buyers who were misled. First of all, I hope you're going as a person as well, like you're actually as a person. But second, these things will happen. I mean, I'm also getting these things, unfortunately. I mean, it's just you have to work yourself through. That's why you need to have active social media. You need to be, present on social media platforms. You need to build that authority, to build your name. So I hope these things can, push you more and start for you to like. I'm not sure how, if you're already building your personal brand, on outside of like Fiverr that can help. But if not, you should definitely start doing that. What five of the home training services to offer on Fiverr? Anything that relates to AI, it becomes very, very I would say hot right now. So anything that relates to AI, you should definitely look into that. And social media marketing is still very big, and I suggest to actually look into like Instagram management, Twitter X management, LinkedIn management, like all of these things are still very popular, although competition is increasing. But you can look at the gigs, you can look at the orders in queue, and like we all love to see because you can go to the gig, most of the categories there still have orders in queue, and you can actually see how many orders in queue they are, and you can make the calculations, and you can see like if this gig is available and or not. So that's something that you can do it as well. Um, Savdar, thanks for joining as well, guys. I have really exciting next few weeks. Weeks are really busy, but next week I'm posting an interview, and the next week I maybe have another interview, but the other week, the next week as well, it will be a really exciting guest, Fiverr seller, less than a year becoming top rate seller and Fiverr Pro, pretty much about like a little bit less than a year. So it's gonna be exciting interviews, and so I really appreciate all of you guys' support as well. Like, thanks for taking your time, like, and just stopping by and like watching this for doesn't matter how much, a few minutes or a few seconds, or if you're still from the beginning. Thanks, and I appreciate your support. So I want to review some more profiles that I had. So I'm just gonna go based on the list, guys. If you're joining now, I will also really appreciate for you guys to support this project that I'm launching very soon. Actually, next week, that's gonna be already coming, and you can check out. So if you go to the pinned comment, you guys will be able to see it. And I can also show you just one more time. So it's gonna be definitely like I'm thinking this can help you a lot. And the good thing about this is that there are some things that I can see that can be done, and I'm trying and experimenting. So I believe you guys can benefit a lot. So you can sign up for the waiting list, and you'll be one of the first because we'll be launching in batches, not yet. So if you're putting your email on the waiting list, you'll be able to access it. You'll get a chance to, jump on the call with me or have a group call and just, learn about your Fiverr journey. So if you want to, let's say, connect with me more, learn more from me, I don't have courses. Like I have a free course. I'll be taking this down too, and instead building a challenge so that it can help you as well. It's going to be a series of videos for free, of course. But if you're joining, you'll be one of the first to know. So I'm thinking this can be very powerful. So if you're selling on Fiverr, this can be definitely good. This is mostly for Fiverr sellers, and this has been helping me as well in the last months. It's been a year since we started to like work on this project. So yeah. Let me go to the next Fiverr profile, and you guys can also see and monitor. So let me see if you have any questions as well coming. Um, okay, so let's go here. Dave, thanks for your message. How do I stay on the first page? I noticed my gig is back to 7 page after I reached page 3 of social media marketing. Dave, honestly, I stopped looking at the pages for a long time now because my gigs, they're not. I cannot even find them, to be honest. So just don't worry about it. Because right now I think Fiverr is trying to do a lot of random things in the search. The only thing I will suggest, if you're getting traction right now, try to actually try to use Fiverr ads because you can actually use it as an advantage. And if you're getting good, for example, I'm spending $50 per day on the Fiverr ads. This is the maximum that you can spend. So I want to spend more. Fiverr doesn't allow it. And the other problem that we talked today also with Philip, like there is lack of customization. Like I want to target people by the certain, keyword, maybe, like I want to have more flexibility. But right now we don't have this. And it's been frustrating because we had promoted gigs, then it started to call Fiverr ads, but the interface didn't change for a while, for years. So that is something that is not like a little bit down, but still, they're still working well. So I suggest to just go all in. If you are seeing good results, you can just go all in on that, the Fiverr ads. My client were not providing me all requirements, and when I request cancellation, my partner said it will affect your gig. So I went to support to fix my stats. Any suggestions? So, guys, if the buyers are not responding, you need to cancel. Send to the support. They're not going to affect your score, but make sure you send to support. And the other things, because now Fiverr has this live bot, like you have to talk to the bot to submit the ticket. Just send an email, like support@fiverr.com. Just send an email. That's how we do it. Like I don't use the. It used to be nice. I don't know. Like some things that I feel like they're overcomplicating, but like I send an email and I send like several orders that are canceled not because of my fault, and I just send it to Fiverr, and they just don't count them towards my cancellation rate because it's not my fault. If it's not your fault, if the buyer is not responding, if the buyer is asking that something that you don't do, it's not your fault. Just send it to the support, and that's it. So even though it says like order canceled before requirements, still send it to support. Like I mean, yeah, I hope Fire is not going to get mad at me if they're watching, but because you never know, and it takes like literally like a second, for them to like not count. Like I mean, literally like it's just a second to do that. So yeah. Okay, so we have Ahmed. Thanks for your questions, and yeah, thanks guys for sticking in. I mean, it's past midnight already. Still in the office, probably need to go home. Yeah, just. But I wanted to do reviews, but I'm actually enjoying the questions you guys are bringing. So feel free to ask if you have more questions. Do we pro seller on Fiverr with 500 reviews, having 9 success score, branding niche, in core, can you share your pro journey? Yes, so you can become pro if you have a good project. So you have some clients like a noticeable clients, you can Google and they will appear, on Google, meaning that they're like website, maybe business, and some other information. If you have clients like this, you can become pro. That's the key. You need to have clients like noticeable clients. If you go to my YouTube channel, you will see that I made a Fiverr, how to become a Fiverr Pro video. So you can also watch that, and that is going to be also helpful for you as well, guys. If you are joining now, sorry to repeat myself, but if you're joining, um, I mean, I want to make something special as well. And if you guys will sign up for the well, show you here for the wait list of the platform that I'm launching for Fiverr sellers, you will be actually getting something special as well soon from me. So we'll be launching in batches, and you guys can be part of it. That's going to be very exciting. So we have next Khalid, as well, guy. I love when you can your pictures like nice, good, pictures, smiling. This is always the best thing. The other things about the professions, like this is something that Fiverr implemented, but the truth is, I don't know if you guys are feeling any difference with professions, but professions, I believe this is something that is still maybe not working as they expected it to work, but I would still suggest to put a profession because it's just simply that you can still get additional traffic, right? And for example, like putting things like 5 years experience, but in terms of putting like $35 price, I don't know. To me, this looks a little bit suspicious, right? Like so, I wouldn't maybe go and put the price like that. So that to me that looks a little bit tricky. So even though okay, you have online coding lessons, I will tutor you. This is also actually something is might be it might be if you're selling on Fiverr. This is something that is can be interesting, right? So you can actually provide it's like a mentorship session. You can sell coaching, consulting services on Fiverr. This is something that is really good. So So I believe you guys, if you're offering something ready, if you have time, you can sell your time, have one call. You can also have, sell like even like can be a course. Some sellers are selling like a course. So, but these things are good. But the thing is, with any sort of like you need to have a gig video, right? I mean, I will just speak about it all the time, but you need to have a good a gig video that explains what you do, things that you are, who you are. Because just today I was talking to another Fiverr seller, which I had an interview with Philip, and I told him like, you need to make a video of you speaking, and then you can have B-rolls of showing like the processes, the team that you have, or other things. But you have to speak uh, in the Fiverr video because it's I think it's important. Like it's very hard to get a sale if you're just starting out without Fiverr video, just having picture, just having this. Like you might attract people that you maybe don't want to work with. So just make sure you are actually, like I remember before Fiverr used to show that if you put a video, you get like 200% more views. So just do it, guys. Please just do that. Do you have a community for Fiverr sellers? So, guys, if you're joining the wait list that I've been sharing with you, you will be actually part of the community. It's something that I'm doing close number of people, and I think it's going to be exciting. Like you'll actually see behind the scenes what I'm doing. Like it's going to be also we're going to have like a private Telegram group as well, where I can just be sharing things like on a day-to-day basis. Like you'll actually meet my team in that group. Like you'll be. I think it will be fun. This is something is new. Uh, this whole thing is not just about like this Telegram group. It's about a bigger project. But if you are signing up right now on the wait list here, if you go to the pinned comment on YouTube or on my last tweet on X on Twitter, you will be the first to know, and you can join it. And again, I think it's going to be interesting. Like I wouldn't promote that I actually do myself. So that's why you don't see on this channel like I talk about like other things because yeah, I don't know. You guys, if you've been following me for a while, I yeah, I mean, we all have this, courses, we see other people, other creators. So I think like, courses is good as well, but I that's why like I'm excited to talk about this because this is something that can be helpful. So yeah, so let's see here. We suggest how we can maintain fake orders. So guys, please don't use any fake orders or yes, like this is very very important. I know, like I heard actually someone sent me a message like a long time ago that there's like a whole community of those fake stuff, fake orders. Like please don't put yourself into that trap. Planet Eater, I'm not sure about the Microsoft feedback you're sharing. So if you put an email, just once, that's it. You're good to go. But if not, just send me a message on X or Instagram, and happy to look at it. But yeah, guys, please don't engage in any fake orders. Like that's why yes, there are a lot of crazy stuff happening. It's a lot of crazy stuff is happening on Fiverr too. So, but don't engage yourself into that. Like, stay away because one mistake you'll lose account, and that's not something that you want to happen to you. So, yeah, that's something that I recommend to stay away from. Okay, so we have Zohaib Raza. So again, very very finally we have someone. Well, finally, but guys, it's very important to. Okay, so plan, please. No need to spam. Like if you cannot make account, I cannot help you with this. So please, sorry if you're having issues. Uh, please, no need to spam. But we have Raza. So I wanted to say, like guys, like this is something
And
that
welcome.
you know,
My name is Zohaib Raza
this is
Khan,
something
and
that
I'm
you
a
should have.
graphic
You know,
designer
this is
specializing in the
important. Like
presentations
when
category.
you are going, even though if you're not feeling comfortable, if you are, not feeling good about, like, showing yourself, and maybe your English is not the best, so still I recommend to create intro video. It's not going to hurt you if you're not speaking like perfectly or anything like that, but it's going to help because it automatically creates more personalized connection with your audience. It automatically creates more sort of just credibility. And here again you have unsatisfied clients, nearly 50 glowing reviews, placing me among top 10 of the Fiverr freelancers. These things are good. It makes me kind of like, okay, this is nice, what he has. So I think that these things are good. It's important to have 24-hour delivery. Like, please don't put yourself in this, I want to say, trap, because essentially it's just going to be um, very, very hard to, to maintain that. And hope you don't get sick, but imagine you get sick. Imagine something happens, emergencies. You don't want to put yourself into this situation. So, uh, and the other things, like for example, when 2 gigs, it's not enough. You need more gigs. If you can open 20 gigs, open 20 gigs. It should not be like word to word the same gigs, but they could be in the same, direction, for example, right? But open up more gigs. Open up gigs that you can place the starting price at $50 per starting price, not lower than, like, 10, 20, because you will get clients, different kinds of clients. And the experience might not be as enjoyable. So just be careful of that, because if you are pricing yourself right now low on Fiverr, you might not get a good experience, and it will take, like, for example, we have 44 reviews, which is amazing. Like, I will increase the prices and I will open up more gigs. This is one of the things that um, I think it's just a must. So, going here, up to 5 slides, modern design, PowerPoint. It's a good service. Like, it's actually a good service. Presentations are highly getting a lot of demand, because people are speaking, people need to present in companies, um, people need to just have those presentations. So this is a good service. You can definitely come up with, maybe I'll design the business presentation and pitch deck. You can also come up with, like, I'll design presentation for your startup, uh, like, pitch deck. I'll design presentation for your interview, maybe, right? Like, some you can come up with a lot of different options, because that's why the key with Fiverr is that people can search for specific things, and they can find your services based on those keywords, like those words that you're using in the title. So that this is only gonna help you, and this is something that is very, very important to remember about that. So try to, if you can open up more gigs, that's always good. But the gigs have to be a little bit different, because otherwise Fiverr might not be too happy about if you just have, like, word to word the same thing. Um, so we have Savdar profiling for review. So I'm actually going back. If you look at my post on YouTube, so I'm going back and reviewing some stuff that I didn't review before. I will do some more, like, a special review in the next, like, for people who are joining in the next maybe a few days when we launch the platform. So, oh, Razo, you're actually watching. Great, great stuff. Great stuff. So hope it was something useful for you. Of course, want to spend as much time as I can. But you guys, I mean, the only favor I ask you is to just sign up for the coming platform that I'm launching. That's just gonna mean the world to me, because I feel that can be for you. So you can click on the link, that pinned comment, or you can just go to the app. Actually, you can go to the freelancehustle.ai, so you can see what you're signing up for, and that's just going to be enough. Okay, so let me go to the another one profile. We have Abu again. You know, these things, like especially when you're starting out, like I wouldn't recommend to start as a $5. Like I was just saying that. So you have to like price yourself higher than that. Like even though if you're doing organic Instagram growth, like it's not gonna cost like $5. Like it's even suspicious to have like a $5 gigs right now. So price yourself more, have a video, you know, have more information here as well. I mean, I like the gigs as well. Like if you see the gigs are good, it has a potential. All great system. You like just be careful with the wording. I mean, you wrote it this like this, and then you wrote this like separately. So yeah, like also be careful. Like you should not spam. Like for example, I know some people are asking, you want to get ranked on every possible keyword, but your title should make sense. You know, like it should not be like I will design click funnels, Webflow. You know, like I don't know Wix, Framer. Like you don't want to put everything in one thing. You have to like make sure you actually can differentiate. You can just have a gig for a specific service. Like I'll create a WordPress website for your business. So you want to make sure that you are remembering about that. Okay, so I another example here. So I mean, I would suggest like you can be in a hoodie, but you want to be a professional. Like even when I did my first Fiverr uh, Fiverr like picture gig, I was like still in university. But I wear like I mean it was like not full suit, but it was still like a shirt. You want to be professional because this it tells a lot. Like you don't realize how much it tells about who you are, as a person when you actually like dress professionally and you look professional. You look like you know good. So this is very very important. Um, no need to put your like keywords. This is not actually going to help you, to be honest. So just if you have it, that's enough. You need to have it here. And regarding the tasks, I mean, the pricing is looks like it is better. But guys, like when you create your Fiverr um, images as well, I suggest to make sure you can check it on the website. You can see how it looks on the website as well, because otherwise it's just it can be cut, it can be as you can see here, it's cut. So I know Fiverr is not ideal with that. Like when you post a gig, it will look gig image, it will look good on the PC, on the web version, but then you go on the app as well, and it's a mess. So that's why I suggest you to make sure it can actually you can check it in multiple places. But again, starting on Fiverr, it takes time. So it's might be not exciting at the beginning, but if you stay patient, if you keep experimenting, if you keep trying things, I think things can definitely pay off for you well. So we have macros here.
Hi, if you are looking
Again,
for
this is good. Intro video is great. 5 years on Fiverr, so you definitely been on Fiverr for a long time. I like the setup of the. Let me show you here of those gigs as well. So this is also a good concept. I actually like this concept because you have your face, you have the description of the service, like the gig that you're providing. So it's clear. It's not surprising that he's getting reviews, he's getting his level 2 as well. But I will definitely try to write like 1 day delivery. I'm not sure how you can maintain that because it's just very, very difficult. The other things, like I wouldn't say 100% guarantee satisfaction because I think it's obvious for clients. Like I think it's you don't need to mention that because they're hoping that it's going to be 100% satisfaction. So I like this, like expertise tools. This is actually a nice section because they will be wondering why me, like why I want to choose you. And this is something that you can also be a bit more personalized. You can tell about your background, you can tell about your experience, you can tell maybe you have been expert in this niche, maybe you have education in this niche. So it definitely plays a positive impact, and I like these things. I think this is also great, like making sure to use those questions. Even though if you think that you're repeating yourself from description, please do repeat yourself because that's is going to only help you and it's going to only make your because sometimes the buyers they might not read the description, they might skip on things. So it is important to actually repeat some of those stuffs. We have Ali as well. Great picture. This is great. Description is good. Again, it will be nice to see more of your facts, more of your, how many projects you completed, unlimited revision, money back guarantee. I don't. I think it just doesn't sound good. Because if the clients are happy, they will offer, they will go for. Of course, they will maybe accept and rate, but it's not like if you deliver and then you cancel, you can still get a bad review. So I don't know if maybe it used to make sense years before on Fiverr that you deliver and then you can cancel. Maybe some people were abusing the system, but I don't think this is like actually giving you any advantages. So great job on the reviews. You have as well. I will definitely work on getting or doing better gig images as well. I think this can be done definitely. If you've seen on the previous seller I did, it's definitely something that can be improved as well. So we have one order in queue, 35, 95. This is good, but I will suggest because you guys know how competitive Shopify. So, and you probably heard about like the Framer, like you've seen the Framer, the website builder, right? And this is why it is important to stay within the industry, and this is important to stay like within the know actually what is you know if you're using, for example, Framer now, this is something that can help you. This is something that can open up more opportunities as well for you, and you can actually, yeah, you can have a lot more demand than the Shopify. The Shopify is also good, but I believe that everyone is doing Shopify. Is just the demand is much higher. If you have like something like Framer, this art is going to be just open up more opportunities for you. So take a look at that, and I think yeah, for Ali, that's something that I will look for myself. I'm still doing Instagram because it's still popular. It's still popular. It's going to be popular, and it has a potential. But yeah, Shopify it's still popular. If you're just like let's say still at the beginning of a journey, even though you're level two seller, still try to explore more platforms. Why not? If you're not happy with your growth. Okay, guys. So let's see. It's been an hour, and actually, it's already past 1 a.m. So please let me know if you have. You can always reach out to me on X, on Instagram, guys. Just want to remind you as well. You can sign up for the waitlist or form that we are launching, and I believe it's going to be really, really, really great. So if you're just joining now, can be you can just click the pin comment sign up for the waiting list. You'll be the first to actually use it. And uh, Ahmed, I'm seeing your questions. We'll get back to you, so no need to spend a lot of time. So if you guys are, um, want to, let's say, I mean, I'm giving back to you. I'm helping you, but this will be, I think, a great opportunity so you guys can be able to just explore the platform and hopefully it can help your Fiverr journey. And I'll be happy to connect with you closer more. So let's see a lot answer. Let's see what we have here. Fire workspace. I tried it. I don't know. It didn't work out too well to me, so I cannot speak much about the workspace. But yeah, I haven't used it for a while. So I have some fire profiles and I wanted to public. But if you have short meeting, then we can discuss. I'll show my profile. Some are pro, to operate mostly well too. So Ahmed, I'm not sure what to answer to you. You can only have one profile, but again, this is something is always on your on you, but it's always tricky to play with this. Like it's there are some sellers that you can have like an agency profile, you can have your personal profile, but then at the end of the day, I don't know. I think it just makes sense to push one profile and do all of it. because then it just creates complications. But you can have multiple. It's like you can have one profile, and you're doing whatever you're doing, and then if you're trying to like have multiple, first of all, you're putting yourself in the danger there as well. For 15 days at a $20 and reason for freezing. Honestly, I'm not exactly sure. I think that it's better to contact the Fiverr support, and they can help you. So, guys, thank you so much. It's been fun. I'll do this. I'll try to do this more. So, anyways, it's been nice talking to you, and yeah, answer if you have any questions or anything like that, and we're going to be doing those reviews more, and of course, I can't wait for you to join the platform, to start using the platform, and obviously we want to have more feedback as well for you. So like if you guys are have any things that it's annoying if you're using like platforms like Trello or I don't know Notion, you're not happy about it because like we're using Notion and Notion is actually glitchy. It's glitching a lot, and it will be nice to have something like actually made for let's say Fiverr or made for freelancing platform. Maybe in the future we can also do something for other platforms. If you guys are selling on Upwork, maybe it will open up more opportunities as well. So isn't it free? We're gonna have a long extended trial for you to use it. So we want to make sure it works out for you. If it is, you can actually see on the website as well. I'll just show you here. So you go to the freelancehustlenot.com, but you go .ai, you'll be able to see here the information, more information, just what it is, how it works, and essentially it's going to be 29 per month. That's the pricing, but we're going to do like an extended free trial, and it's I would say, I mean, because there are costs involved in itself. Like, of course, there are things they're not like a big cost, but there are costs involved. But I believe this is definitely probably in the future you can cancel all of your subscriptions if you're for things like Trello, Notion, or maybe even Slack or any other communication in the future. Who knows? But I think it's definitely worth a try. I'm not trying to hard sell it, but just trying for you to give it a try. And like Asana, for example, right? So these things can be kind of like more optimized to Fiverr. So that's the only thing. But you can guys see more information. You can sign up on the wait list, and you will be the first to know. We'll be launching it not in public yet, but just launching it to stages. So if you're in the wait list, you guys will be able to use it first. Anyways, thank you so much. It's been fun. We'll do more of those profile reviews. I think we should also do some giveaways so we can have some interesting for you guys. I hope if you win the giveaway, we'll give away. I'm not sure how much, but if you win it, you can use it for the business expense and for your investment to improve your freelance journey. And yeah, it's been fun. See you around. Have a great rest of the weekend, and time to go to sleep for me. It's 1 a.m. Take care, guys. Thanks for joining. It's been fun. So I'm looking forward to do this more.